The Barnyard Animal Pack, the newest DLC for Planet Zoo, is here. So let's take a look at 7 brand new animals and all the new scenery items that have been added to the game with this new pack. As always, huge thanks to Frontier for giving me the early access to this DLC. But without any further ado, let's take a close look at all the new additions. Hello guys, this is Cesar Creates and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to Cesar's Ranch. The first animal that I wanted to show you is the Highlands Cattle, a very requested cow that has finally been added to Planet Zoo and it looks incredible. I just love how fluffy it is and I love the fringe. I don't know how it knows where it is going because the eyes are completely covered. We are looking right now at the bull, so this is the male. It has bigger horns. It is slightly bigger in general. Of course, in this video we'll take a look at all the color variations of the animals. We'll also take a look at their babies and some of the animations. So yeah, here's the beautiful Highlands Cattle. Here you can see the female, so this is actually a cow, and this one has a really interesting color variation. It is called a cream color variation, and just look at the coat on those animals. It is so detailed, so beautiful, such an amazing job on this model. Like, I just love it so much. And in the second you will see this thing which is even better. The Highlands Cattle comes also in a slightly more rare color variation, the black one. It is so beautiful, like just look at this. I just love this jet black color, and yeah, the coat on this also looks so amazing. Is it one of my favorite animals in the DLC? Probably yes, it looks amazing. I just love those cows and I love how small they are. I wasn't expecting that they are so small. Those are actually one of the smallest cow breeds on our planet, so this makes sense that they are so tiny. Is this the most adorable animal in Planet Zoo? Just look at the baby on the Highlands Cattle. It is so cute, it is so fluffy, it is so innocent looking. I just love it so much. Oh my god. This is so cute. Here's the animation of the cattle playing with the rubber pillar. I also wanted to show you the animations for the animal encounters. As you guys can see, this lovely lady is now petting our cow. So if you'd like to learn more about those, head over to my other YouTube video that I uploaded. We'll be talking about the free update 1.17 and the animal encounters. As you guys can see, the guests are walking not on the paths. They are just walking around the enclosures. This is so cool. And yeah, you can see the encounters. They are sometimes, you know, going inside of the animals, but most of them work just fine. But this is the encounter with the Highlands Cattle. Let's take a look at the Zoopedia facts for the Highlands Cattle. You guys can see a really beautiful photo of the cattle in here. It is a domesticated animal, so we are not taking into consideration things like conservation or anything. If you go to the natural habitat, they are from Scotland, but I'm sure that you can find them, yeah, distributed worldwide. One of the individual needs 455 square meters of space. It is going a bit like up if you are increasing the number of adults. They can withstand really high and really low temperatures, and you need a grade 3 fence, but the fence doesn't need to be too high. When it comes to the species data, you need from 3 to 20 in one group for them to be happy, 1 male and up to 19 females. They are confident with humans, and you can see right now in here, instead of the walkthrough habitat or something, there is guest interaction and the guests can interact with them, so you can build those walkthrough enclosures for them with the guests just walking around and interacting with the animals. It is only 1 meter tall, the male, and the female is like slightly less than a meter. They have 1 offspring per mating even, and the reproduction in captivity is easy. Here have all the enrichment items, typical stuff for the ungulates, some fun facts, and also interspecies. They get the interspecies with the Alpine Goat and the Hill Radnor sheep from this pack, but also with the European fallow deer and the red deer that we already have in the game. time to check out the chicken. Here we have the Sussex Chicken. One of the best models in the game in my opinion. It just looks incredible. Like, look at all the details on the head, like this comb or a crest that it has on the head, the eyes, the face, the feathers on the tail. They just look amazing. I just love their animations or the pecking or the fast movements that they do with their heads. We have the rooster in here, and in here you can see the hen. This is the light color variation. We also have some other ones, but yeah, I am really happy about those animals. They look amazing. They also have so incredible sounds. They are pretty loud if you have a lot of them in one enclosure, and they also breathe like crazy, so you only really need to be careful with those. But yeah, the rooster is so incredible. I just love it so much. Here we have the hen. It is slightly smaller, but also looks so wonderful. All the details on this animal are just incredible. Frontier does such an amazing job with birds and reptiles. I just love all the models. But yeah, here we have the hen in the normal color variation. And here we also have a speckled color variation, slightly different. It is more like brownish with those white markings on its body. Really interesting one. I love it as well. Now, this is probably because of the early access and that the game is probably, not finished completely yet. Something is in the works still. There's another color variation, but I am not able to show you because they just look like that in my game. The color is completely missing. It was supposed to be a coronation. I googled it and they are simply a bit more paler, where the normal cheeks are black in here. Yeah, probably we'll see it in the future, but just to let you know that there's another color variation. And of course we have also small chicks. They are so cute, so small, really big eyes. They are actually white. A lot of chicks for different breeds of chicken are yellow, but when it comes to these breeds, they are white. Unfortunately, they don't lay eggs. I mean the chickens. Some people speculated that maybe they'll add it in with this DLC, but unfortunately, it is not the case. They give birth to the small ones as all the other animals in Planet Zoo. They can also play with the bubble enrichment items. They are just, chasing those little bubbles and just, destroying them with the beak. It is really subtle, but looks so nice. Amazing thing that they included it as well. Those hens also like to play, like, come on. They are not only going around the backyard or anything and just pecking the ground, they also love to play. And now we are about to see the guests interacting with the hen. As you guys can see, they are just sitting, offering, I don't know, some food, some scratches. The hen looks a bit unimpressed, but the guests, I'm sure they are absolutely enjoying this. Here is the Zoopedia for the Sussex Chicken. It is another domesticated animal. It comes from England, but of course is distributed worldwide. You don't need that much space. Those are tiny animals, so only 200 square meters per one. It doesn't go up that much when you add more of them. All the Great One fence only slightly more than 1 meter. You can have up to 80 of those in one enclosure, so quite a lot. Up to 8 males. I think that if you add more, they will just fight. They are confident with guests. The guests can interact with them, as you guys just saw. This is the comparison when it comes to the size of males and females. They have 2 to 4 offspring per mating event, and the reproduction in captivity is very easy. You could see how many chicks I had in this small enclosure. When it comes to the enrichment, those are all the things that they can use. Actually, so cool that they can use the forage box. And they also have the interspecies enrichment with the Tamworth Pig. The next animal that we are about to check out is the Alpine Goat, and my favorite thing about this animal is that it comes in so many different color variations, as you guys can see in here. This is actually the male that you are looking at, so it has a beard, it has bigger horns, it is bigger in general. This is a standard color variation of the female. As you guys can see, it is slightly smaller. Oh, we are about to see the rubbing animation as well. It has smaller horns and is slightly just more petite than the male. Male is You can clearly see that this is a male, right? Okay, so let's move on to other color variations. Let's check out some special color variations for the Alpine goats. As you guys can see, there are quite a lot of them. Firstly, we have the white one, which is actually the Blanc white fur. So it looks like this. It has blue eyes, really interesting one. We also have, of course, the black one, the Noir. So it also has blue eyes. We have this one, which is probably my favorite. It looks so cool that it's half white and half brown. It is the broken chamois. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. All the names, I think, come from French language, so this is probably where those are originating from. And this is also another broken chamois. It is basically a pied version of the goat. I'm not sure what is sleeping with the head in the water, but it has the white markings in the middle of its body. And of course we have a slightly paler one. This is brown fur, and we have the more light brown, and we also have, I think, the dark brown. I hope you like the ranch that I created for the showcase of this. It took me literally 5 minutes because I only have one evening to record this, so I am in a rush today. The baby of the Alpine goat is just the cutest. It has those adorable little horns. It has also big eyes. The goats have 2 offsprings per mating event, so if you have a lot of them, you have to pay close attention, because after a while you can have a habitat filled with those beautiful little goats, but I wouldn't mind this because they are so cute. The babies in this pack are just exceptional. All of them look so cool. And here is the guest, like, petting the goat. This is so amazing. Just look at this. I cannot believe that we finally have something like this in Planet Zoo. They are actually touching the animal. Like, of course they are a bit floating and stuff, but they are touching the animal. So they can pet it, they can just, come to it and touch it. This is so amazing. This is the Zoopedia for the Alpine goats. They are domesticated again. They come from France, just as I thought, because of the names of the color variations. The biomes are taiga, temperate, grasslands, and desert. They don't need that much space. Maybe they need 390 for such a small animal is quite a lot. This doesn't go that drastically when you change the number of adults. So they need a grade 2 fence. The fence doesn't need to be that high. When it comes to the species data, you can have up to 2 to 30 of them. There can only be 1 male. They are again confident, and the guests can interact with them. The males are slightly bigger. What else? They have 1 to 3 offspring per mating event, so they can actually have 1. I told you earlier that they always have 2, but because it happened to me, but they have 1 to 3, and they are very easy to reproduce in the captivity. Here are all the enrichment items, typical stuff for the ungulates, and they get the interspecies enrichment for living with the Highlands Cattle and the Hill Radnor sheep. It's time to check out one of the best models of this DLC, the American Standard Donkey. This just looks almost real. I just love this model. So we have the standard donkey in front of us. I think that this is a male. Actually, there's not a big difference between males and females in here. This just looks so beautiful. Like the textures on its fur. Oh, it just decided to go to sleep. Are so amazing. It somehow looks like the Somali wild ass, but you can clearly see that this is a different species, and we are about to check out those crazy color variations in the second. Yeah, that one was a male. Here we have a female in a black color variation, a very beautiful one. I just love how colorful those donkeys are. They come in very different colors. So yeah, I checked and there's no difference between the male and the female, but here we are looking at the female. The donkeys come also in very special color variations, just as this one. We have this white one with the brown like patches on its coat. It also has blue eyes. It is so beautiful. And next to it, we can actually see a blonde donkey. They are doing their little social animation, which is so cute. Of course, this one had to interrupt. But yeah, we have those 2 special colors of the donkeys that look so amazing. I especially love this one with the patches. And of course, we need to check out the baby, the little foal, and just look at this guy. I just love him so much. A really amazing species. I actually wanted to see the donkeys in the game. Maybe if we got Shetland ponies, that will be even better, but those guys are amazing, and I'm so happy that they were added. Just looking at this little baby, this gets me so excited. I just really want to build for them. We are about to see a really cool animation. It will be just rolling on the ground next to this water jet. I don't know why they are doing this next to it, but they just love it so much. I love this animation. We are about to see the guests interacting with the donkey, I think. Yes, they are sort of like, I don't know, touching its belly or just, you know, coming next to it, but yeah, they are clearly interacting with it, like going off the path just to pet the donkey, and this is so cool. Let's check out the Zoopedia for the American Standard donkey. It is another domesticated animal, of course, with a very beautiful photo. Here we have the natural habitat. They of course come from North America, but they are now distributed worldwide. The biomes are temperate grasslands and desert. They need quite a lot of space, as you guys can see, so you need to consider that. The fence needs to be grade 3 and it doesn't need to be too high. When it comes to the species data, you can have up to 6 of them in one enclosure, 1 male and 5 females. They are confident with humans. They can interact with the guest, as you saw. They are equal when it comes to the size. They have 1 offspring per mating event, and the reproduction in captivity is easy. Here's all the enrichment items, quite a lot actually. And when it comes to the interspecies enrichment, they get it from living with the hill Radnor sheep. The next very colorful animal that we are about to check out is the alpaca. They come in so many different color variation, and the one that you are looking at is probably my favorite. This is actually a female, but there's no big difference. There's no difference between the males and female. They just look the same. But the main thing about those guys are their very like colorful color variations, and also the sounds. I didn't know how they make such weird sounds. They are a bit silent right now, but the sounds of this animal are just so incredible, actually. So yeah, this is the white one with the brown markings. It is actually called cream and light brown, pied shaggy wool, but we also have the brown, we have the black in here, we have the gray brown shaggy wool. This is also really interesting. And we have the standard beige shaggy wool. They are so fluffy, and I love them about this. This is a new texture that Planet Zoo came up with, probably for the sheeps, and they also decided to implement it for the alpacas. It looks amazing. They are so fluffy, I just want to touch them. And here we have a little one. It is not so like shaggy and fluffy as the adults. It has a bit less coat. The coat grows just as on the sheep. That's why we also have sweaters and other stuff made out of alpacas. But I just love those little ones. They are a bit leaner, but they are much cuter. And I think that we are about to see the alpaca using the pillar. Yeah, and this is why I wanted to show you, because of the crazy sounds. I didn't know that they sound like this. I'm sort of surprised but their sounds, like really, when you will release them in your zoos, just listen to them because the sounds are so interesting. I think that we are about to see, yes, the guest is actually petting the alpaca. This is amazing. I just love to see that. Again, one of my favorite recent additions to Planet Zoo, that they can actually go next to those animals. Look here and just touch them, pet them. Amazing stuff. It is time to check out the Zoopedia for the alpaca with the very cute photo in here. It is another domesticated animal as all the animals in this pack. They come from South America but are now distributed worldwide. The biomes are temperate and grassland. They don't need that much space. They are not a large animal, so it is understandable. The fence needs to be grade 2 and it doesn't need to be too high. You need to have from 3 to 14 one enclosure, up to 13 males and 39 females. They are confident with humans, they guests can interact with them, there's no difference between the male and the female. They have one offspring per mating event and the reproduction in captivity is easy. This is all the enrichment items that they have, they can use, and they get the interspecies enrichment with the Hill Radnor sheep and the llama, which is so cool. I can totally see a mixed habitat like this. Let's take a look at the Tamworth Pig. Here we have a male. It is slightly bigger than the females that you have here. It has those orange bristles. They look so amazing. This is a really beautiful model. I just love this animal. Something really unexpected for me. I didn't think that if we'll ever get a petting pack, we'll get actual pigs. I thought more about, for example, Shetland ponies that I already mentioned, or ducks or anything. But pigs are also super amazing, and I'm so glad that they actually were added. Maybe I was expecting another species slightly more popular, but this one is also really nice. You can see the clear difference between the male and the females. We are about to check out the little piglets in a while, but yeah, this is how the new animal looks. I really love the model. All the animals, all the models in this DLC are just so beautiful. Like, come on. Here is a little piglet, another really adorable little animal, little baby. All of the babies in this pack are just amazing. Some of my favorite babies in the game right now, probably. They paid close attention to this, and you can totally see that. So there are no crazy color variations for the pigs. There's no albinos nor black or anything. I couldn't find them. Even if I use the mods and stuff. They have slightly different colors. I mean, some are more pale, some are all more orange. But yeah, the piglets are so nice. They have this social animation between each other when they try to fight a bit. I will try to record it. I don't know if I'll be able to, because every time I am recording those videos, the animals totally don't want to do what I want to show you. So it's sometimes a struggle, but I will try to catch this. Yes, they are doing this. They are just head bumping, and yeah, such a cool little thing. But I love all those social animations in between the animals. They also have a social animation with a parent that you saw in the intro to this video. And here you can see the guests interacting with little piglets. This is so fun. I just love this addition again. Let's read the Zoopedia for the Tamworth Pig, another domesticated animal. They come from Europe, from England to be exact. They don't need a big habitat, like a medium one. The temperate, the grasslands and the taiga are the biomes that it likes. And it needs a great free fence, and it doesn't need to be too high, of course. You can have only one, but you can have up to 5 of them, 1 male and 4 females. They are confident with humans, they can interact with humans. The females are slightly smaller. They have 1 to 5 offspring per mating event, and the reproduction in captivity is easy. When it comes to all the enrichment items, they can use the typical pig things like a mud bath, the forage box and stuff like that, and they get the interspecies enrichment from living with the European fallow deer, red deer, which is so interesting, and also the Sussex Chicken. The last but certainly not least animal that we are about to check out today is the stunning Hill Radnor sheep. I love the model of this animal. The wool looks amazing. I love the horns on the male, like the face is beautiful. They have also beautiful eyes. Such a cool addition. I was the least excited for them, but after actually seeing the lumps that you can see everywhere in here, and just observing them for a while, I think that it is an excellent addition to Planet Zoo. Really happy about those guys, and the male just looks so amazing. Here we have the female. It is slightly smaller. It of course doesn't have the horns, but is also really beautiful. They don't have any special color variations. You can see that the colors are slightly different. This is a bit more white. This is a bit more like off-white or ivory or something, but yeah, this is how the new Hill Radnor sheep looks. And here we have a little baby, a little lamb. They are, again, adorable, just as all the animals, all the small animals in this pack. They have beautiful textures, just as the males. The wool just looks amazing. They have big eyes, and they are pretty loud, so prepare for that. There's a lot of meh and bleh and stuff like this. Yeah, another really, really wonderful animal. And here we have the male using the rubbing pads with its horns. And here you can see the guests interacting with the sheeps, the little ones and the big one, trying to feed it, trying to, pet it. So cool. This is the last animal that we are checking out, but don't go anywhere, because in a second we'll also check out the building pieces and plants that come with this DLC. This is the Zoopedia for the Hill Radnor sheep with a beautiful, beautiful photo. Another domesticated animal. They come from England. The biomes are taiga, temperate, and grassland. Quite a medium-sized enclosure for those guys. The fence needs to be great too, and it doesn't need to be too high. You can have up to 50 of them in one enclosure, 5 males and 49 females. They are confident, the guests can interact with them. The males are slightly taller. They have 2 offspring per mating event, and the reproduction in captivity is very easy. Those are the enrichment items that they can use. Not too many, I must say. And when it comes to the interspecies enrichment, they get it from the alpaca, Alpine Goat, the American Standard Donkey, and Highlands Cattle, so the animals from this DLC. It is time to check out the new building pieces. This pack is very unique because it has 7 different animals and 60 different building pieces and scenery items on top. So quite a lot of new things. And those are those new things in here. So we have the hail bale round, we have the square one, and we also have this one, this wheat bundle. I think that this will be so cool for using in your custom feeders and stuff. We also have this planter that somehow looks like a food trough for the animals. I can also see it used like this. We have the barrel. We have this planter that is so amazing. I love the textures. We have the milk can. We have the bucket, a really amazing one. We have this crate, and we have the wheels. This one in particular, I can also see it used for example, decorating stuff. We also have those really cool fans that you could see my ranch being done with. So they are totally recolorable, and they come in one piece. You can also use this piece in here in the middle individually. You have the gate for it, like one piece of a gate, but the gate also comes in different pieces. Like you only have this like door, and you have the posts. But I actually wish that we also got those things. Maybe they are a bit similar to the cables that we already have in the game, but it is still a metal rod that would be so useful. I showed you here the example of how we can recolor it to make it look a bit more realistic than the blue one. We also have this fence that you can see in the trailer everywhere, and we have the smaller version. We have a 4-meter version. We also have a gate for it, and we have a pole or post, and here you have a changed color version of it that I did. Here we have a really cool gate that is also new. I really love this gate, all the details in here. Unfortunately, we didn't get all the things from this gate individually. It will be amazing to have this texture of the wood. We don't have it in the game, and all those things that were used here would be so useful. I wish that we could actually get those. Here's another version of the gate, like this is the whole one piece, and here you have only the doors and the 2 posts that are placed next to it. Here you have the editable sign. It's been a while since we had that sign that we could actually write on, so it is quite something new. We also have the water pump, really cool piece. We have this thing, this rustic water tank that is totally recolorable. We have the rustic well. Here is the wind pump. really amazing. We have this thing for putting on the top of your buildings. I have no idea. The weather vane with the chicken, which is so amazing. We have the pitchfork, a new tool, and we also have a corn. And we have the leek and we have the turnip. So amazing. I love to have those things for my backstage areas. Always love to use all the vegetables in this game. And corn, I love corn. I cannot help but think of the meme. It's corn. So we also have, of course, the statue of the goat. You'll unlock the bronze, silver, and golden one for if you do the scenario, and you'll earn the medals in there. And we have the signs for the animals. So we have the one for alpaca, for the Highlands Cattle, for the rooster, the Sussex Chicken. Oh my god, I'm forgetting those names. Here we have the one for the donkey, for the goats, 2 for the pigs, and 1 for the hill random sheep. And this is all when it comes to the building pieces. We also have new path props, so the benches and the bins. And here's a new bench that you can see. Here is a new really cool bin, like a barrel one. And here's a new table that the guests, they simply sit on the straw bales. Really amazing stuff. And we have a new umbrella that is also recolorable. Now, here are the new plants that are added with the new DLC. And I am slightly confused in here because I remember that this plant was listed as a part of the free update, the Budleia, but if you'll go to the tab and you will find it here, you will see that it actually has the Barnyard Pack tag. So I'm not sure if this is a mistake or if it's like indeed the part of the pack and it's not included in the free update. I think that we'll see that when the pack will be actually released. So you'll need to have checked it out in your game after the release. There can be some mistakes in the early access stage of the game. We also have this really cool thing. It is called a maze. It comes in an individual piece. Those pieces, the free ones, also a bit more, and a really long strip of those things. Also, I forgot to tell you that this plant comes with the version that is without the flowers, and I can see myself using that a lot. It is an amazing plant. We also have new trees. And those are quite large. Those are the ginkgo trees. They come in 3 different sizes and are amazing. I must say that I love them a lot, and I will be adding them, all the plants actually from here, to my favorite plant list for sure. There are also some cool blueprints that were added with this pack. So here we have this big barn that was shown a lot in the trailer for the pack. I really like it. We also have this blueprint of some hay and some vegetables. We have this gate in here with the fence that was also featured a lot in the trailer. And we also have like a little, I don't know, vegetable shop or anything. It also looks quite nice. I really like those. And yeah, this is all when it comes to this DLC. Let's meet in a second for my final thoughts about this. I must admit that when this DLC was announced, I was mostly excited for the whole petting zoo aspect of it and the fact that the guests will be able to interact with animals. So the animals in this pack were sort of pushed to the background for me, but when I actually saw them in the game, I instantly fell in love. I especially love the chickens, I love the Highland cattle, I love the alpacas, which I am very surprised about. I also really like the donkey, and the sheep has a really wonderful model. I really appreciate all the color variations of the goats, and the pigs are also a fun addition. So overall, I really like the animal roster of this DLC. Do I wish to get some ducks, for example, the rabbits and other slightly smaller animals, or more unique like Shetland ponies and stuff? Of course I do, but I am still happy with those that we got. The building pieces in this pack are also really good. I must say that I really really like them, and I'll be using them a lot, especially for backstage areas, but also of course to build a petting zoo in my Elm Hill City Zoo. I also really like the plants, and I know that I'll be using them a lot. I wish maybe that there were more added, and I wish that maybe there was a new enrichment item added for the animals, but who knows, maybe they will add something new in the upcoming DLC, because I am sure that this one is not the last one. I really recommend you to get this pack. I think you'll have a lot of fun with this, especially that the petting zoos are so popular in bigger zoos around the world. They became like a staple for those bigger zoos. All of them have their like children's zoos or just simply petting zoos. So I am so excited that we can finally build something like this in Planet Zoo. Also, make sure to check out my other video where I will show you all the new things added to Planet Zoo with the new free update 1.17. Okay guys, this is all when it comes to this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video like this. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course leave me a nice comment and tell me which of those animals is your favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!